Well, welcome everyone. If you're new here, my name is Carolyn Chebaro, and welcome to My Simple Life, where my goal is to inspire you, to motivate you, to get you to look at things just a wee bit differently, all on a journey, hopefully your journey to creating a simple life. Now this week I want to talk about one of the foundations that I have implemented in my simple life, and I'm hoping that it will influence you, and that is to surround yourself with things that you love. And in this week's episode, I'm going to go over 4 of my favorite things. Maybe it'll help you to stop and look and think, well, what are my favorite things? What I have done also is I have created a checklist for you, just sort of a guideline on how you can determine what is your favorite things, and I will be putting it in the comment box. But stick with me, let me go over my 4 favorite things, and maybe it will give you sort of a hint as to what really, really is important to you. And again, these are all things, they're all stuff. And what I have found over my years of 20 some odd years of doing this, that my favorite things change. So let's go, let's roll. Now, before I go into my 4 favorite things, I really want to go over that word favorite and what I deem is favorite and what you can deem as favorite. They're items, things that I own that bring me joy, that put a smile on my face, a twinkle in my eye, something that gives me a little skip in my walk, something that brings me pleasure. And they can be from a small, minute thing to a big thing, well, what I determine a big thing, and it just is all in the eyes, so to speak, of the beholder. So and also these favorite things can change as time goes on. But I just really want to explain that to you, favorite things, and what I deem as favorite items. Now, item number 1, fave thing number 1, and if you've watched this YouTube channel before, you know I love books, plain and simple. I've done several book reviews on this YouTube channel, and I'll put the link to them, right there. And you can just see the types of readings that I like, but books are really, really part of my fave things.
So one of my favorite things, maybe it counts as 2, I'm not sure, is my balcony. And you can see I have a table and chair here. I sit out here quite often, and I bring my laptop. But on my balcony, my favorite things are my basil plants. I have 2 of them. This one's a cinnamon basil. I have oregano. I've got an aloe vera plant and a Mexican flowering plant. And here, is chocolate mint. Can you think of anything better? And over here is another one, excuse the airplane, and there is a rosemary plant. Now the 3rd item on my favorite list are teacups and coffee cups, a cup and saucer. I rarely use just a regular beaker or a mug. I love just sitting down with a cup and a saucer, and I'll use that all the time. I just feel that it really just slows me down, and somehow, I don't know why, but in the evening when I have coffee with this cup and saucer, it just completes the day, and it makes me feel very, very relaxed, and it makes me feel very, very refined and elegant. It's something very, very important to me, and I would encourage you, if you have these things, then by all means use them. But these are number 3 of my favorite things.
And number 4 on my list of favorite things has got to do with lotions and potions. I love lotions, potions. I have loved lotions and potions for years, even more than red lipsticks. And when I buy them, I tend to buy the higher priced items. And my 2 favorite items at the moment are Sotis, and they are, let's see if I can get this to you. That's serum, and here is a day and night cream. And it is expensive. I reckon these 2 things are about $250, $300. But it's something that I enjoy. So with that price point, it dismisses the idea that a simple life, or some may call it a minimalist life, style, you tend to be cheap and frugal. By no means am I cheap and frugal on these creams and lotions. And I know for sure that many dermatologists will say you don't need to spend a lot of money on lotions and potions. But here's my theory. It goes completely with my simple life. They make me feel nice. This cream makes me feel nice. It smells lovely. It makes me feel joy-filled. And I know that might sound ridiculous to some people, and I know I could spend less money, but I don't spend money on things that I don't enjoy, that are not my favorite things. So I pile it on with these, and these are two of my favorite lotions and potions. I don't have a massive supply of them. I just use them and then buy more. And now on to that checklist that I've created for you. Here's what I suggest you do. Print out this checklist and go about the house and look for things that catch your attention and write down 4 items. And then go through this checklist and answer the questions, and you will soon see if it deserves a place on your favorite list, or maybe you need to do something else with that item. Maybe it is just taking up space. And some of the questions that I pose to you are, for example, does it have function? How does it make you feel? Does it have monetary value? And there's other questions, but I suggest just going about your home and finding 4 items and just going through this checklist, because then you'll soon see visibly what you should be doing with your stuff that is around you. And what I've also done on this checklist is I have asked you to put the date on it, so that you might review this list in a couple of months' time, and you'll see that your favorite things change as you head towards and live a simple life. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. As I've said previously, I am on a mission to spread my message. Would you kindly just share this video with your friends and family? I would really appreciate it. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. And I will put the link, by the way, to this checklist below. So that's yours for the taking. And until next week, I wish everyone a good day. Stay well, stay safe. Toodles.